everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. We're here on November 15, 1943, and you can see there on that right here, over here on the left side of the screen, Manado. We have secured that base, but now, how do you miss that? That ginormous thing? Bummer. We're hoping to finish off the troops that are sitting there at Manado, just because it's a pain that he can basically, it's like free recon for him, not sinking, but he's far enough from a port that probably will sink on its way back, and our sub can chase it down because it should be limping home. Another torpedo gets in, but okay, so we're unloading here on that dot base. Proceeding. I guess we're going to try to secure the rest of these atolls there in the Marshalls. And then we'll probably harass Wake a little bit and go from there. Come on, we gotta sink these ships. We gotta sink them all. Even the AKLs. Because by sinking all of his merchant shipping, we minimize his ability to move supplies around, strand his troops, and we can pick them off. But that's not going to happen, and he probably has many more of these merchant ships left in reserve. So we'll just have to keep fighting. Alright, Sion is obviously on his target hit list. As well as these troops here in eastern China. Just trying to soften up these guys' troops between Pegu and Molmine with bombers, and of course we are not stopping our bombardment, our artillery bombardment there as well, because I think we're making causing some damage, some effect that is surely an annoyance. Alright, this is unfortunate, but I think it's because we were bombing the 8th Division, which now we know moved out of here, and that drops his assault value here. And what else? The 8th Division still. So that's good. We're learning something. By accident. My eyes are on Moluccas, the island, because I think that may or may not be next. I may just go right up into Mindanao, but one of the things that hopefully we're doing is causing him to think about us doing something there. We just, I believe anyway, shot down a I already forgot their naval search aircraft. Why did I already forget the name of that aircraft? And you can see his shift of strategy here, bombing Wenchow instead of either Chusian or the ground troops here in the east, because he's probably frustrated with all of our pardon me, the anti-aircraft damage we've been doing. Okay. That sinks. We aren't sure about that other cargo ship that we hit by the Philippines, west of the Philippines, but it's probably going to be in serious trouble. Alright, let's see if we can finish this off. I just noticed this. This must be some kind of shore battery, but we got around it, kind of a cheat code, landing here at Sadata and marching north instead, and so we didn't have to worry about whatever situation we had here. Now, we didn't destroy anything, but it's possible we'll have some more surrenders due to attrition. But we're certainly wiping out his combat value with his 51 squads destroyed, and then some non-combat destroyed, but also a lot disabled. 31 guns destroyed? Wow. But that could be like machine guns or whatnot. We'll have to watch and see if there's any more wiped out due to attrition. And you can see here, we're building up in strength, so there's about 1,000 combat value difference here. I am not convinced that we could do an attack here. We would be attacking into tanks and a guards division, which I am not like very excited about trying. But we do have a one, it's a 1-to-1 here, but it's possible with enough attrition. Well, I say attrition, fatigue, disruption, morale, damage, we could attack and maybe actually succeed. Yep, his AF battalion surrendered or was wiped out. He's surrounded at Manado, which I don't know what that means mechanically, but hopefully it means also that supplies are going to be a problem, if he even has any or access to any more. In any case, my guess is that basically means he couldn't even bring ships laden with supplies there because we have him surrounded. Anyway, I don't see him running a gauntlet with any supplies anyway. Or if he did, he'd be air by air, and that would be dangerous because we have fighter cover there now. All right. Getting some units, that's pretty good. Okay, we're back and it's November 16, 1943. Let's hope for a good day. I actually don't have any expectations of anything particular. That merge right there is just in case. We got some escorts bringing an escort carrier down. Okay, a Dutch torpedo into a cargo ship. Is that a second one? I should sink it. Oh, we're attacking from the surface. Why not? Just get some experience with the gun, right? We don't have a lot of deck gun action. 3 shell hits, 2 torpedo hits right here in this area. I don't know what it's carrying, but not troops for sure. It's sunk. Okay, another cargo ship. Not sure what it's carrying either, but it is escorted. On fire, heavy damage. There's a tanker. This may be, I don't think it's carrying any oil or fuel. This whole task force may be for fuel oil. So I don't know if it's coming in or leaving empty. Coming in full or leaving empty. But I mean, the goal is to really strangle Japan here. I guess we're both doing a lot of empty sweeps here. Well, him in China and me in Burma here. Alright, you saw some reconnaissance. I actually think I need to switch it up. I'm trying to keep him like without knowing our target, our primary target. I want to surprise him with our next attack. So we're flying over Banyumasan and some islands to the east of Java, things like that. Get some flak into these Helens and Sallies. At least one destroyed Sally. Accuracy. And yeah, this is probably say it every time. Yeah, the goal is to just keep the pressure on his troops, keep them having plenty of fatigue and wear and tear. And also supplies. Keep the supplies draining. Wow, 37 Tojos. I won't be putting a cap there for a while. Nice. 30, 25. Not bad. Not bad at all. be that other cargo ship that we put a torpedo into. I think that was up here by Japan, wasn't it? Alright, this should finish off this SNL. We got a lot of stuff in here, and he knows it now. That's okay, I don't mind if he knows what we got here. He doesn't know which direction we're going. Is it Terracan? Is it, what is this? We have multiple ways we can go to Napa, Samarinda. Alright, so it is finished here. We have not only secured the base, but he is no longer here spying on us. We wiped out this unit, and we get some decent points from it. Okay. And our daily bombardment is going. It's pretty, I mean, we're taking some significant damage ourselves, but we'll keep up the pressure. Hmm. That fighter unit, or VMF unit, that arrived in LA, I believe is transfer from the East Coast. Let's take a look at this. We can see we're packing. Wow, we've got a long time to wait till these guys are packed and off of the Watcha. Okay. Feel free to pause at any time and take a look at this if you like. Let's see. We're trying to train some of these things. So well, I don't know. I actually don't know what this Natoma Bay. For some reason, I thought that was our new CVE there on the west coast, but it might be one that we have out in the field or in the sea around the action. Let's see what else we got. We're transporting supplies. Yeah. Okay, sub repairs. Okay, we can get that back in action. Keep strangling Japan. And then you can see here, we'll just finish scrolling down. This is his base. And then we saw these two upgrade. Not critical bases by any means. Got a Soviet rifle division getting replacements. Let's see. We think we sank two ships here, and a third we heard sink. Tanker we got. You can see these things. PF Coronado. I think that's like an ASW frigate or something. Patrol frigate, I think, is what PF stands for. All right, let's take a look here at the air losses. We lost 3. He lost 4. Although no Alps losses. Okay, that's interesting. Never seen. I don't know if I've seen that before, where he had 0 Alps losses. But anyway, 2 Helens to flag, a Dina, and a Sally. We didn't see the Dina, but that's usually just something where you kind of hear a crash or something. Now, these are similar losses to the turn before. I don't, I, it wasn't something critical enough to kind of talk about. So I didn't, but we lost a pilot, unfortunately. Let's take a look. So they weren't the best ships in his merchant fleet, but you know, this is 1,600 less supplies he can move around, 3,750 or resources, and half that with oil and fuel. Okay, let's go to the important spots. I'm just trying. The main thing here is to get the troop capacity down below the limit. Not not real critical, but just, hey, we don't need to be overstacking if we can help it. We've taken the base. When we're ready, we'll have some engineers here fix it up. We flew a recon over this leaky up, and we'll fly over Rongelap and keep reconning these things as we keep making sure a um, fast transport attack is enough, and that we don't need. He doesn't have. I don't want to have to deal with like a regiment or even a battalion of troops on these with our raiders. Although as badly as he's got to be out of supply, if he had a battalion in any of these bases, probably our raiders could defeat them. But if we don't have that fight, then I guess it's moot. Also, that said, some of these raiders, I'd have to find any, but some of these guys are like disabled. So that means we gotta rest them and get them back in the fight. I'm hoping to get all four of these dot bases that are left, grab them, and before I have to like bring them back to repair them. Moving on to the Southwest Pacific Theater. Yeah, we got our eyeballs on. Look at this. Morotai is empty. You take that. Tonata has some troops there. Um, and I should probably look around. Should look at all these bases just to see, because we could always do a quick have raiders grab these as well, and in these two dots as well. Uh, all right. Um, but next, now that we have Monado, the next fully repaired base here. There was still a little residual damage for the port, but now it's fully repaired, and we are actually working on upgrades here. Um, yeah, everything is in combat mode, so but hopefully we get this airfield up to level 9 very quickly and can just have huge amounts of bombers just round the clock suppressing the Philippines, especially Mindanao, and maybe start working. Well, I think Mandiana is where we're going to base aircraft to go after these three bases. Well, I guess it looks like mostly these two. Well, it won't take much to clear out the oil of Brunei, but Miri looks like it has way too much available oil. I need to get that zeroed out, and probably will destroy both the oil and the refinery here because he may have extra oil sitting here. Although he may also be picking it up. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do my best to wipe out all the oil and the refineries here. The ones where the oil and refineries are basically identical, the same number, I'm not as worried about destroying also the refinery. Like this here, as long as the oil is depleted, the refinery won't even function. Um, Now we also have 76 aviation support, and a level 3 airbase. Now, I have to have it 4 plus to really um, to be able to use my twin engine bombers to the max usefulness, and then to use the heavy bomber to bring the heavy bombers in. I believe I'm gonna need it to be 5 or 6 and more. But I'm shooting for the higher level anyway to get these base administrations aircraft stack levels up, and I definitely need to bring in more aviation support. And but now this detection should diminish unless he recons it. And of course, I've already got fighter cover and whatnot, so I think we're gonna be okay here. All right. But as far as upcoming offensives, let me secure this. I mean, I have secured it, but let me build up the base a little bit, get some bombers based here starting to work, get some recon looking at Dajangas, and also Ternate. Well, we're already looking at these, but I might just go ahead and grab this real quick. Um, and oh, it looks like there's nobody here or here. This would be amazing to grab. I might just skip Morotai. We can get that with some raiders or something. Some commandos. In fact, I should look and see if we could paradrop some. I need to, man, I need to be more like thoughtful about some of this stuff. Okay, kind of commandos do I got here? Nobody. Okay, so I have dropped the ball. All right, I'm gonna find some commandos. We're gonna bring them up here, and we're gonna capture both these. And I should be able to, from Sarong, bring some air transports and secure both of these with paratroopers. Yeah, that's I dropped the ball big time there. All right, and then I need to start reconning up here so I can see where I can make inroads. Holo, I would love to kind of watch, see what he's got here, recon the base, but also have we now have naval search originating at Monado, so we're looking all the way from Miri, which we've already kind of been looking at, all the way up into this area up here, and I think I'm no expert in this game, but I think the naval search we're providing helps our subs as well. So our subs have their own radar and can find these ships, but now they can already know where they're going to be with our naval search. I probably should. Oh, I have them at 50%. I guess we just need this guy to repair, and then we'll have a full 6 going. Hmm. Yeah, when we have everybody here, no aircraft being maintained, we'll be searching out to basically to this arc here, so that we can complete the loop and nothing can be in this triangle. Not that it's a big deal, and not that he's gonna get very far past that. Anyway, um, but yeah, as far as charging over here, I guess we could. I just don't know what kind of air support land-based air he has over here. We did see when we invaded Sadata, we had to fend off a lot of Bettys and whatnot, and Sally's I think as well. So this is why I would love to have heavy bombers and recon. Look at like recon, we should be able to look way up here, and even as far as Iloilo, and see what he's got up here in the way of torpedo bombers and stuff and things. So if I can kind of visualize everything all the way up to this spot here, recon, we can find where his main base, air base is, bomb it, destroy it. Then when we come up here to invade Darhangas, it won't. The threat will be minimized. There still may be, like, from Manila he bombs us. He could, but it won't be closer air support. And then we can fly. Also, we can fly land-based cap, as well as having our CVEs and our carriers off base, like sitting here or something. Anyway, so that's all the things going on with that. But also, I'm kind of observing he had nothing here at Denpasar, which I think this is where I want to go now to set up an airfield. I was thinking of Mataram because I can get up to 8, but this one already is 3, and we could get up to 7. And I really could at least get some bombers um, very quickly. Get well, I could get dive bombers right away, but I could get some twin engine bombers with just one by bumping this up to air capacity 4. And then twin engine bombers is all I really need here because we've already got the 4 engines here and can reach technically Batavia with extended range. And but with air cover here at Denpasar, which again land-based fighters maybe, then we just take Banyuwangi, and boom, we could just bring a few divisions in here and take the whole Java Island. I don't know how much it would take, but we've got. I could devote Australians to this. Let the Americans push up into let the Americans push up into Mindanao and the Philippines. Let the Australians push into Java, and then even Borneo when we're ready to make that jump. I think Borneo we could just make a giant island that's isolated, as I may have to do with Sumatra. Oh, this is getting interesting. Well, for me anyway. My opponent might be wanting to pull his hair out, but yeah, he still has a lot of troops in this theater, and it's frustrating me. I wonder if he's pulling more troops away because of the attrition. Let's take a look at supplies here. 4674. I think when we get it down to about 4,000, I'm gonna risk it. We have this. This I think is worth. I feel like I have to take this guy in, um, and with us, or I could bring the YMSs maybe. Will this? Will we? We can't bring YMSs in here, but we can have them escort. Like they could follow as at a 0 hex distance and be our ASW and get in here as we unload supplies with these cargo ships. Um, and otherwise, we're just trying to. I think we're getting close. No, that's not true. We're not even halfway into this hex. Our division here, this 39th Indian Division has arrived. We have 26 um, 25 pounders. He has a lot of troops here. I'm probably just going to sit here on the defensive and let my entrenchment build up. Plus, probably wouldn't hurt to rest a bit. We've been moving a lot. Our disruption and fatigue. It may be because of the malaria zone, but it wouldn't hurt to just chill for a bit. I don't really want to do heavy bombardments with only 26 guns. And he looks like he's trying to get out of here. And then I have this battalion coming across. He's likely, yeah, the battalion is moving at much faster speed than than the armor, and it's gonna come across and do a shock attack unless he's gone by the time we get there, and then the armor can come in without a shock attack, and that way, then we can do a then we can assault with our armor without taking a lot of casualties crossing the river. I know that's like sacrificing my battalion, but um, maybe we can look at it like these guys have been trained for kind of a special forces mission to create a beachhead across the river here for our armor, covering like some kind of pontoon bridge or something. Um, and then the armor comes across and successfully drives the enemy from the field. I don't know. But moving into China, we've got the usual stalemate. We should have these. The 59th Chinese Corps has arrived and should give us a pretty strong presence here. Now I don't see him pushing us from the field. He'll have to bring in several more, at least a couple more divisions or so. And I wish we had more supply because I really want these guys to upgrade to 43 rifle squads, 1943. And then he's still parked here, so I can't really drive him from there. Although I think that would be cool. I'd like to. I could sortie out like a, a couple thousand, a couple thousand assault value probably because this is clear. Could just be like drive him from the field. Um, but yeah, we're holding this line, and it looks like he's not in a hurry to breach it or try to breach it. Um, okay. Well, I think that's basically it. I'm looking around trying to see if there's something that I wanted to point out. Let's look over here. What VMF 321 I think just arrived. So this is more Corsairs, which is fine. We'll get them in the action. And I think that's basically it. This is service rating 2. I'm just thinking about this for a second. Service rating 3. These will not be operational as quickly and kept maintained and repaired as the 1As. But there you go. Okay, well, that's that for me. I will see you guys next time when we talk about November 17th. And I don't know if I'm missing anything, but we'll just carry on and talk about it as we observe moving into tomorrow. And I'll take care and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.